break our promise. Baby, we're humans, it can't be undone. I just came to say I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break our promise.
Non-stop rock talk with Tyson Bryden. Welcome to Non-stop Rock Talk. I am your host, Tyson Bryden. On today's show, I am very happy to welcome from Swedish band Andy and the Rockets, Filip Westgards. Filip, welcome. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very good.
I'm happy to be here. Amazing.
Filip, you have your band, which I mentioned, Andy and the Rockets, has just released a brand new album entitled Casino, released on October 24th, I believe.
October 10.
Yes, October 10. You were right. I'm not starting out so good.
We're 4 days ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. October 10th.
Yeah.
That's right. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
This is album number 4, is it?
4, yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Wow. I've had to listen to the album a few times, actually. I was driving when I put it on for the first time, and the first track, I'm Alive, came on. Mm-hmm. And I was so adrenalized. What an amazing song.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for telling us.
I mean, it's just got this, it's like this infectious opening cut, which you love to hear because sometimes you don't get that. So job well done.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it felt like a good album opener. When the song was mixed and master and done, we hit play and had a listen to it and like, yeah, this is the one that's going to open the album. It has this amazing energy, as you just said. So yeah, we like that song very much. So thank you. Thanks for telling us. Happy you like it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the whole album is good. I mean, I've listened to it a few times. So, and I actually just listened to it this afternoon again. So, which was I just ran it through the whole thing. Sometimes I have playlists going, but I'm like, I want to listen to this whole album again. So. Maybe you can tell me a bit about the album. I mean, when you started writing, possibly where it was recorded, how long was it in production? All those little details.
All those funny details.
Yeah, the creation of that album.
I think I started to write most of the songs like spring 24. And then, or that was when like we started to talk about let's make another album. So I started to write some songs. I called my go-to guys when it comes to songwriting. And then I think I wrote like 20 songs for the album. I showed it to the rest of the guys. I think we made demos of 12 of them during the summer, autumn of 2024. And then we went into the studio winter, I think it was like February 25 now, so half a year ago, and to do like the proper recording. So we called a friend, Erik Martensson. He's the singer and guitarist of the band Eclipse. If you haven't heard of them, you should definitely check them out. They're amazing. And Erik is an amazing guy as well, amazing producer. And he lives out in the Swedish woods as well, so he's like 1 hour from us, so that's perfect. So yeah, it's great. So we went to his studio February 25 and started to do the recordings.
Well, sonically the album sounds incredible.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we really like it. So it was a pretty long recording process. I mean, we started in February. We had to take a break because Erik went on tour with Eclipse. I think he went to the US for 2 or 3 weeks. So we had a little break there in the middle of March. And I think everything was finished in the beginning of April. And we released our first single, I'll Die If You're Done, in the end of April.
Okay, awesome. I mean, it's always amazing to me that there is in North America, the difference between North America and Europe, what's coming out of Europe compared to what comes out of North America, because we don't get a lot of the type of bands of the music you guys of what you are.
No, I think like Scandinavian rock is something else. I mean, you can like it, you can dislike it, but as you say, it's something else up here.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not the only. I have 2 interviews. I have 5 interviews this week with different artists, and 2 of them are from Sweden.
What? Which is the other one?
Connie Bloom from Electric Boys.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah,
they're very good.
Yeah,
I like them a lot.
Yeah, they're a great band, and I mean, it's funny because it's amazing to me the evolution of all the music that they've created and how many albums there are, and they just keep putting out good songs.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how we do it, but apparently we do it.
I know, and as you said, you're pretty much the primary writer of the music and the lyrics and whatnot. That's amazing. That is great. And it's funny because as I was listening to the album and listening to the lyrics, there's a few of the songs, like for instance, where are we here? I'll Die If You're Done.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, it was funny. I love that song so much that I had it on repeat.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, it's a good one. I brought that one together with Anton Ekström, one of my go-to guys when it's come to write songs. We wrote the songs on the Incognito album as well together. So he's an amazing songwriter. So we used to do good stuff together. So yeah, I really like that song as well. One of my favorites.
It's very catchy, and it's got that chorus that just hooks you in, right? It's got that great hook.
Yeah, and as you say, like we have this kind of Scandinavian rock. I mean, for me, I'll Die If You're Done has some North American influences as well when it comes to like Nickelback, Daughtry, that kind of sound. So I think it's kind of a mix in between.
Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely correct, because I was referencing Daughtry. I was like, oh, okay, that kind of has that Daughtry feel to it. Which you totally, I guess, you kind of nailed it on there. That's exactly what I heard. So that's amazing. That's so cool. Because, I mean, I love Daughtry and I love Nickelback. Nickelback gets a lot of flack here in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason. I
love Nickelback as well. Amazing. And Daughtry.
Oh, yes, and I do myself. I mean, there's, it's that type of sound that I think is, that so many people know the music, and that's why I never understand. I'm like, Nickelback has so many good songs, and I don't understand why people are down on them so much.
I don't get either. And I mean, it's that kind of sound that is like easy it's easy to like it. Apparently, it's easy to dislike it as well. But for me, it's always been like easy to like it.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And I've never seen them live, and I wish I had, but I mean, I've been told that live they are a phenomenal live band.
Yeah, I would love to see them, me too.
Yeah, do they get out, do they come over there very often? Or do they ever?
They should have been here, but I haven't seen any advertising for a while, so it's time for them to come back. So if exactly. Come to Sweden.
Yeah, Chad, come on.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the Golden Circle.
Exactly. So, I mean, what I noticed about the band too, from doing a little bit of research, and from the first album, which is Big City Lights, to Casino, is there was a little bit of a direction change because the first album came out in 2017. Here we are, 2025. So Big City Lights was kind of more retro rock, as it's described, in rockabilly, which I can hear when I listen to it. What do you kind of attribute that change in sound to?
I think it was the 2020 pandemic that happened. We did Big City Lights 2017, and we played kind of retro rock and roll back in the days. So we did that album, and then we had thought about making the next album. Our plan was to go into the studio 2020 and record the follow-up album. And then the pandemic happened, so we postponed everything. And then we didn't have any live shows. We didn't have anything like the rest of the world. So we still went into our rehearsing room and started to goofing around and play together, because that's what we love to do. So we saw each other like every second week and came with our instruments, and played some old songs, tried some new songs, played some very good rock covers, And then somewhere then and there we realized that we're not playing our old stuff anymore. I mean, the guitars are a little bit more distorted, So that was kind of when let's hit reset. And I mean, apparently this is what we want to do. So we changed the direction and started to write some new songs. And that's what ended up on our 2022 album, Ghost Town.
And it's funny mentioning on the new album, Ride or Die Wild Dogs still has that rockabilly type of guitar sound on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of we need to know where we come from. So we need to have one rock and roll song on the album.
Yeah, no, it was when I heard it, I was like, okay, they're making note of of where they came from, which I thought was amazing. So I must ask, that's a funny story about the band name. So the press for the band kept coming across to me via email.
Mm-hmm.
And I would admit I was not familiar with the band. But with that said, I get a lot of albums and a lot of emails and press stuff through my email. But they kept coming. I was getting one like every couple weeks, but there was something. I was like, you know what? That's Andy and the Rockets. That's kind of a cool name. And I'm like, I wonder what this band is all about. So anyways, finally, I reached out I replied back, and it was Elio.
Yeah.
And anyways, I said to him, okay, so we're setting up the interview. So am I going to be talking to Andy? Who will I be talking to? So he then informed me of who I was.
It's late in Sweden now. He's asleep.
But right, and it was funny, and I was like, oh no, I was like, there isn't an Andy in the band, is there?
It is an Andy. Yeah, that's. I mean, we played like retro rock and roll back in the days, so that's when we came up with the name, because it has that like retro rock and roll feeling.
Right.
So it's still a part of the legacy.
That's amazing. It was. It was so funny. I was a little embarrassed. I'm not gonna because I hadn't done enough research to know otherwise, right? So, anyways, it was funny. So. Getting back to the album, Casino, the cover looks incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
Was there a reasoning behind the title?
To start with, we wanted like Anne and the Rockets and one name for the album, not like Anne and the Rockets, blah 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 blah. Because the band name is so long, so we like to keep the album title short, like our last album, Anne and the Rockets Incognito. We wanted to do like the same thing here, Anne and the Rockets Boom. And then we started to thinking about like, we can call it this, we can call it that, this can refer to this kind of songs, and nothing really felt very right. And then we were listening when the album was finished. We were listening to it from like the first song to the last song. We put the song order together and so on. And we're sitting there in the studio with the speakers cranked up, and we're like, this is so exciting. It's, this feeling you get when you're like at a casino. You don't know what's going to happen. It's let's call the album Casino. It's amazing.
That's wicked. And who did the artwork for the cover? Because like I said, it looks awesome.
It's a guy called Jens Rydén. He's amazing. So it's actually his idea with the playing cards. When we had our first photo session, we tried some different things, and then he was like out of the blue, "Hey, just go up against the wall because I'm gonna try things. So grab your instrument and line up because I'm gonna make playing cards of you guys." We're like, all right, yeah, let's try it. And then he came back. Wow. Just like, wow.
That's cool. So is there, I've only listened to it on the streaming on Deezer. There's physical copies, I believe.
Yes, CD and vinyl.
Okay. And where would my listeners find those?
At bengans.com, our Swedish distributor. So they have worldwide shipping as well, of course. So bengans.com, yeah.
Okay, so there's vinyl as well.
Yeah.
Is that what you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And how does that look? How does that cover must look cool on vinyl then?
Yeah, I have it here. It's amazing.
Oh, that looks wicked. That is awesome.
Yeah. Backside.
Oh, the backside looks great. That looks great.
Thank you.
So I mean, you're talking about the playback, listening to it. I mean, that must have been pretty exciting, playing it back and you hear, I'm Alive for the first time, once it's all complete.
Yeah.
As an artist, that must be very gratifying.
Yeah, I mean, it's a special feeling when everything is done, because when you're working with album, you're like so into it, and like, okay, how does it sound? Is the guitar okay? Is the bass? Am I playing good enough? Is the vocals perfect? Can we make it better? You're like so into that mindset, and then like next song and so on, and then somewhere you just need to like realize that, I mean, the album is done. We can't make it any better. The song says, I mean, we're finished. It's amazing. Yes, it is. And then we mix it, we add it to mastering, and then like, all right, let's come together and listen to it together for the first time. Yeah.
Oh, you guys listened to it together, and you were. Yeah, that's cool.
Amazing feeling.
I love the bass sound, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
The bass tone sounds great. It sounds really, really good.
It's a lot thanks to Erik. His amplifiers are amazing. And maybe I played the kind of good, so hopefully. No, that sounds amazing. Erik is an amazing producer, both on guitars and bass and vocals as well. I mean, this is the first time we hit the studio with a producer who is actually a very good singer. So Andy had a lot of help in the vocal production. So his vocals, it's amazing.
Yeah, he sounds great.
I mean, the guitars, the amplifiers are, we have this old tube amplifiers, so they're like cranked up to 11. So you can like, if you crank up the album, you can feel the guitars, not just hear them. So
I love that.
I really like the production of this one.
Yeah, because I noticed like there's a live video on YouTube from one of the tracks from the last album, which was "You've Got Me," and live it looked like the one guitar player who's not the singer is using a Helix. I don't know what else the other guy was using. So, which seems to be the norm nowadays is having the floorboard stuff. But to hear that you use tube amps in the studio is amazing. Yeah,
that's correct. Live we use Helix, and I use Quad Cortex on the bass. And I mean, we do a lot of fly in, fly out gigs. So yep. I mean, it makes sense. Logistics, But this time when we hit the studio, like, okay, let's do it the proper way.
Yeah. Was it tubed Marshalls, or was it just a mix of a bunch of different tubes?
A lot of tube Marshalls, but then some tube other stuff as well. I play the bass, I don't know.
Oh. That's okay. That's all good. Now, a thing that confused me, you mentioned that the first single was "If I Die, I'll Die If You're Done."
Yeah.
Which there's also a video for it, but I was confused because on Deezer, which is the site I use for streaming, it actually said that Wild One. Okay, that was the first single. So Wild One was the second single, and Cyanide the third.
Cyanide number 2.
Pardon?
And Wild One's number 2.
Okay, so Wild One, Cyanide, and then 7 Years of Bleeding?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was correct. So this was over from April, May, June, August, I believe.
Yeah,
the singles were put out.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because it gives you, like you're getting a sneak peek of what's to come on the full album.
Yeah, and for us, it was like, it's always like, how many singles should we release? When should we release them? Like, it's the discussion that always come up, when you're going to release an album. But for us this time, it was like, we in our opinion, we had so many good songs, so we couldn't.
Right.
So let's put out a few and see what happens.
But do you find like you're like, I just want the album to come out, or because you're excited about it and you want everybody to hear it?
Yeah, of course we're excited. Of course we wanted to just put it out, but
yeah, Yeah, because that demographic of how things are done today compared to 30 years ago, where a single would come out and then the album would be out in probably like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So having that 6-month period, but in some ways it's good too, because you're like, oh man, I want to hear more of this because I'm
that's
really
true.
liking this, right?
Yeah, then, because the album, we finished everything in the beginning of April, so then it felt good to like release it in the autumn, because then we had like a few months to prepare, all the press and everything, and then like let's hit a few singles in between there.
No, that's amazing. Now, one of the tracks I'm curious about is The Devil and the Indian Scout, which I love the vocal delivery. What's kind of the premise of that track? I was kind of listening to the words, but I didn't dive into it enough to kind of get a...
Yeah, it's a pretty funny song. I wrote that one. I wrote like a draft by myself, and then I sent it over to Erik to finish it. I think I wrote that one after like watching a movie.
Oh, really?
I don't remember what movie, but that kind of story inspired me, like with a guy stealing his daddy's motorbike and just like go and never come back, Oh, yeah, okay. This could be a good song. And then tweak it a little bit to fit Rockets. But it's kind of live fast, die young song.
Oh, that's cool. And lyrically, another one that I really liked was 7 Years of Bleeding, because more or less that tells me that it sounds like a breakup song.
Yeah, I wrote that one together with Anton Ekström as well. Actually, this is a funny one, because we wrote that. I went down to his studio in Stockholm. I think it was last autumn, so about a year ago. So first we wrote "I'll Die If You're Done" on that session. And then we were like, this is a bit too bleedy. We need to make something more rock and roll. So then the next day we wrote 7 Years of Bleeding.
Oh, that's cool. That's an awesome story.
So
that's so cool.
Really and it's that song has, except the lyrical part, really like the direction with the pounding drum and the pounding bass that just keep going and going and going through the song,
Yeah.
Then just have Andreas vocals in focus, just tell the story together with the bass and drum, just like pounding through the whole song. So it's kind of a nice production on that one.
Yeah, and it's funny, the album flows very well, like from song to song, and you've got a few moments with, like a slower song like I'll Die If You're Done, but it's still a heavy song, but it's a little bit slower, right? And then it goes to the next song and it just keeps going, and there's a heaviness about it, and it's just, and everything, and it's catchy. It's one of those albums that you can listen to over and over.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we try to put as much as energy as we could in every song to always keep it interesting. Because nowadays you have the opportunity to just listen to one song if you want to, because of all the streaming services. But for us, when we make an album, we still want to make a good album, So it's not easy, but I think we nailed it this time. So thank you.
Yes, and getting to do you find it harder getting to the fourth album to write new songs, to write differently maybe if you want to, or?
Both yes and no. One thing for us has always been to work with a new producer for every album, just to get away from writing the same album again. So that has played a big part in our making of albums.
That's amazing. And I did go back and listen to some of the other, like the other three albums, and I honestly think they're all good, to be honest with you. Yeah,
thank you. Thanks. Yeah, we're very proud.
So what is the demographic for the band in Sweden? In terms of, do you get radio airplay over there?
Yeah. So we've been playing a lot on Swedish national radio, actually. It started when we released the Ghost Town album. So a few songs from the Ghost Town album, some songs from the Incognito album, and then now with the Casino album, I think all our singles has been up on radio. So it's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That is amazing. What about over here in North America? Has there been a market for it? Has there been much? Do you guys see numbers or anything like that?
We get a few streams from North America, actually, but not that much yet. Maybe after this interview.
Yet. Yeah, let's hope.
I really hope so.
Yeah, I mean, that would be amazing. And I mean, I'll be telling friends about the band as well, and I'll say, listen, you got to listen to this album because it's killer. You guys
North America is a good market for rock, so we would love to come and play for you guys.
Yeah. Have you ever played over here?
No, never played it in North America, no. So it's about time.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting back to the album again, Creatures of the Dark.
Yeah.
That's a great title. You immediately it's infectious again. You immediately want to sing along. Tell me a bit about this song.
I have to remember who I wrote that one with. Yeah, I think it was Mr. Ekström as well, actually. On another session. I went down to his studio in Stockholm this time as well, and wanted to make a... when we were thinking about the album, I felt like one puzzle piece was missing. We need another kind of song, something more classic rock and roll kind of, but still modern, with some funny lyrics. So that's when we came up with this one. Cool. And Robin, who's our guitar player, did the intro riff. So yeah, it's a very good song.
That's cool. And what about Dirty Love? Great title.
Yeah, that's another one. I think Andreas Nyström sent a draft of the lyrics of that one to me. I think he has had a draft of the melody as well. And then I finished it up to make it a little bit more rocket. And then Robin again did the guitar riffs. And yeah, it's a funny song. A fun song to play.
Yeah. So in terms of touring...
Yeah.
You guys have lots of shows booked coming up?
Yeah, we have some shows here in Sweden. We did 2 stops the other weekend, Stockholm and Gävle, and then the next week we're doing 2 shows here in Sweden as well. And then we go down to Germany for a week and do 5 shows down there together with Eclipse, actually. Erik Martensson's band, yeah. So we join in them for the German leg of their tour. And then we come back to Sweden and do some more shows. And then we take some Christmas break, and then we keep going in a few weeks in February again.
That's awesome. Now, what does the demographic in other Scandinavian countries for you guys? Like, is there a market in Finland? Is there a market?
Well, Finland is a pretty big market for us. We've been in Finland playing 2 times, I think. We've been in Denmark, not so much in Norway actually, but Finland is a big market for us. Okay. So when we talk about Europe, it's like Sweden, Germany, Finland, Italy. We're kind of big in Italy actually, so that's very cool.
Okay, that's cool. That's amazing. I'm just kind of curious about that, how it works over in Europe. I mean, I've talked to guys before, and I always like to ask that. What is the demographic of popularity and where you're playing?
I mean, Sweden is kind of a small country. I mean, it's long, but it's small. So for us, I mean, it's to fly up to North Sweden, it's like the same time to fly down to the middle of Germany.
Right.
I mean, the Europe
really?
kind of small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I've been to Europe, but I've only been to Portugal and Ireland and England. So. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've looked at it on the map to see kind of where, just last week, like situated where things were. And because you guys are kind of at the top. I think you're a little bit more north than us, actually.
Yeah, maybe we are. Yeah.
What would in terms of weather right now? Is it still nice?
The winter is coming, so it's around 0 degrees Celsius right now.
Okay.
It's getting colder, so in a few weeks we have snow here, I guess.
Oh wow!
Time to bring out the winter jackets.
I know. And we were 13 degrees today and 21 yesterday, which is above seasonal for us here. Yeah. Like usually right now it's 13, 14.
Yeah. Here it's kind of average right now, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll look at snow in probably another month and a half.
Yeah.
Is when it'll start to snow here. So
around Christmas.
So I mean, if you guys come over here, you'll just be used to it. So it won't be too bad. If you're like, say, a band from California or something that comes up here in the winter, they don't like it.
I can understand that.
Right. So you had mentioned, you said the band got together right after around the COVID time, and you guys were jamming and playing out other songs, like besides what your music is. What would you guys jam to?
I mean, a lot of classic rock. Both Andy, who's singing, and Robin, who does the guitar. They are very into like classic American rock, like
Cool.
the Metallica and Ozzy and Foo Fighters and whatever, that kind of rock. So a lot of those kind of songs, Bon Jovi, you name it.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's when we don't have anything to do, we play like Bon Jovi classics.
Oh, really? Really? That's cool. You know what? I actually play in a Bon Jovi tribute band.
Yeah, you do? Wow, amazing band.
I do. I play guitar. I play guitar in a Bon Jovi tribute called Bon Jovi Forever. So
I'm gonna check you guys out.
yeah, well, there's another one over in Europe too, but so just look for Bon Jovi Forever Canada. So yeah. I mean, the band's we've been going I've been in and out, but we've been going for 23 years.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. So we're still loving it, believe it or not. Still loving doing Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I can understand it. I mean, it's amazing songs.
Oh, so well structured and catchy, and they did it. I mean, they've been doing it for so long, right? So
you play like all over North America, or?
We mostly Canada. Mostly Canada. I mean, we live in the province of Ontario. A lot of it's Ontario. Sometimes we go into the next province, or it all depends where we're wanted.
Yeah.
But Ontario's a huge province. It's very big. So I mean, to get to the next province, to the west, takes you a day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very big. It's very vast, and anything north of us is like, as you get more north, it's very rural. There's a few bigger cities, but there's not a lot of population. So, but
talking about Canada, what hockey team?
The Leafs.
The Leafs, yeah, of course. I think we have some Swedes in the Leafs now. William Nylander, he's still playing for the Leafs.
Nylander, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Willie Nylander. I mean, of course, Matt Sundin we love him. And then Borje Salming from years back.
Yeah, of course.
So we always love those guys.
It's like the Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings. I think that's kind of where Swede teams.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, Nicholas Lindstrom and like guys like that. Yeah, absolutely. And Detroit is only 4 hours from us, so it's not too far. But are you a big hockey fan?
Yeah, I live in the small town called Leksand here in Sweden, so it's a hockey town. So if you grew up here, you grew up with hockey. But I was too bad to play it, so I picked the guitar instead.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You know what? It's funny. I have been reading Sammy Yaffa's book. I just started it last week. The bass player from Hanoi Rocks. Yeah. And in his book, he was saying that he actually started before he picked up bass. He was a hockey player, and he was going to pursue it, and he decided, no, I don't want to do this, and he took up the bass, which was kind of cool, right? So.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it. So who is I know we're not talking rock, but that's okay. We can talk a little bit of hockey. Who is the greatest Swedish hockey player ever? Who's considered the greatest?
I think, as you said, a lot of Swedes talk about Borje Salming, but then we have Niklas Lidström, we have Peter Forsberg, we have Filip Forsberg in Nashville Predators right now.
Yep.
Yeah, we come from the same town. His summer house is like just over. I can look out my window and see his place. It's just the other side of the river. So we
really, that's cool.
He grew up here, started his career in Leksand. He's an amazing player.
Yeah. It was Matt Sundin very popular as well.
Of course, yeah.
And Daniel Alfredsson.
Alfredsson, of course.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I don't get to talk hockey very much on the show, so I'm glad we're glad we got to. So Filip, I mean, I want to thank you for joining me today, and like I said, this album is incredible, and I'm going to spread the word about it to whoever I can.
Yeah, thank you. Glad you like it.
Is there anything you'd like to add before I let you go?
Thanks for having us, and thank you for listening to our music. And I hope the rest of you Canadians will like it as well. And hopefully we can play for you guys soon. Would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing. I don't even know if Eclipse has come up here to Canada, to be honest with you.
No, they've been to the US a few times, but Canada, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't get as much as we used to up here anymore, and even American bands, like, we don't get a lot. We get the really big bands that come here, and of course Taylor Swift comes here, and you get the big ones. But for the most part, a lot of the smaller bands aren't coming up here anymore. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, let's change that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyways, thank you, Filip. Thank you so much. And like I said, I wish you the best of luck with the album. And I'm glad you told me where I can find it, because I want to order the vinyl. So I'm going to get on it.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, man. You enjoy the rest of your evening. And thanks again.
Yeah, thank you. Talk soon.
Okay, take care. Bye.
I'm alive.